hive cluster is under attack.
Live for the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be a Patreon game featuring ForGG and herO. Here on Gladiator, bottom left, it's going to be our blue Zerg. It is herO, and in the top right, it is ForGG. ForGG likes to mech, but he can also play SK Terran very, very well, and herO is just kind of an all-around elite Zerg player. So, two elite players here on Gladiator. It is a very, very weird map. All roads lead to Rome, and this is Rome in this case. A center base with 2 Vespene Geysers and 6 mineral patches. And there are so many places to expand on this 4-player map. All around the edges. We have expansions without minerals. We have expansion, or only minerals. Expansions with Vespene gas and minerals all over the place. High ground expansions, low ground expansions, whatever your heart desires, Gladiator can give it to ya. Terry, how's it going today, Terry? Yep. I agree. What do we got, man? Well, we got a barracks coming up on the other side. Looks like a hatch first. Again, ginormous map. So, gonna check for some proxies that are just hiding out here as herO. Well, going for the hatch first. Again, if you have enough information of proxies, even if you go hatch first, you can have a pretty good time with it. Not gonna be an issue. But yeah, Steve the SCV not scouting around. Steve the SCV merch. And Terra the Overlord merch available at falconpaladin.store. What do we got? Spawning pool coming up next. Excellent stuff. And all is well here on both sides of the map. Nothing crazy happening. So yeah, this is a Patreon game. For those of you who support me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. I do appreciate each and every one of you. You get to see this 1 month before anybody else does on the YouTube channel. So if you're watching this the week of May the 10th, 2023, again, feel my love in response to your support. And if you're watching this on the YouTube channel in June of 2023 or later, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here 6 times a week with Brood War content. Yeah. All right, so no proxies. That is the information gleaned by this drone. herO breathes a sigh of relief. Okay. Everything is all right for my macro opening here. But there was not a command center in the natural base of ForGG. So maybe don't take a third until you know that ForGG is expanding, like a factory coming up. Oh, is it going to be? Is it going to be mech? Here, we got a macro hatch, which again basically signals that we're going to go 9 Mutalisks after the Spire finishes at the same time. And this is an RJB replay. Okay, so a 1-1-1 build. Interesting. Maybe dropped vultures to get past the Sunkens. Maybe it's a 2-port Wraith opening. So it's a 1-1-1 into expansion here from ForGG. Vulture out. Machine shop up. And not continuing to produce Marines. This is a lonely Marine here. So, okay. So maybe we're going to have to see some Goliaths in response to this Spire opening play. Ooh, Hydralisk Den first. Interesting. Is it just going to be a Hydra Flood? Yeah, we got a Wraith on the way. No second starport. This is interesting. So a Wraith open versus a Hydralisk Den opening. Hydras win. Faster Vulture movement being researched at the machine shop. This is... I don't know, man. This is a weird thing that ForGG is doing. And this is an RJB replay. So it's interesting in some way, or epic in some way. RJB does not send me uninteresting replays. Check them out at youtube.com/@RJB_TV. We got... these two lings are like The command center cannot complete. The Vulture says absolutely it can. This guy trying to get in, but nah. Yeah, I was kind of expecting to see a dropship here, but look at this control tower on the starport. It's going to be cloaked wraiths? I don't know, man. This Hydra grouping is getting fairly interesting out of herO. Yeah, a bunch of them. So, yeah. Definitely not going to get that Overlord. Vulture, absolutely nothing saving that either. And do the Hydras want to try to save this Overlord, or they just want to go? They just want to go. They're like, sorry, Overlord. We'll send a couple more Hydras to save you, or try, but fail miserably, unfortunately. Bunker coming up. Desperation bunker coming up. Marine production happening. Spider mines getting researched. SCVs being pulled to the front to deal with this big Hydra push. What did we talk about? Potential big Hydra push. Usually it's a PVZ thing, but it's going to be a ZVT thing here. I mean, there's one Marine inside the bunker, so I don't think that's a huge deal, but Hydras are pulling back. Yeah, man, this Wraith has got 2 kills, looking for blood, going to try to snipe drones over here. I guess the control tower was for dropship, so this is going to be cloak. Because, I mean, getting cloaked for a single Wraith is just not going to work out. It's just not really worth the resources there, not even close. So the Hydras pull back. They say, okay, you win this round. And it is going to be dropped Vultures inside the main base of our Zerg player. All right. So the problem right now for herO is that it's a 2-basing Terran to a 2-basing Zerg. And the longer this goes on, the worse it is for our Zerg player. But this is very interesting. He is getting cloak, and he is making more Wraiths after that dropship. Okay. ForGG has a plan. He's executing hard on it. Okay, 3rd base is actually coming up here at the minerals only base. I was blinded, didn't see it. Kind of a blue on blue scenario, but it's not. Oh my gosh, the dropship. No. Yeah, get out, man. That was... This is something that herO sniffed out a long time ago. He was ready for that. Spire coming in at 7 minutes. Evolution chamber here. I don't know. Like, I don't know what we're looking at here from herO. He's just kind of hanging out on 2.5 bases. He's going mutas. It's a Wraith Vulture play here from ForGG, which is not very common. Not even a little bit. Is it a little bit common? Additional barracks coming up too. Okay, so he's solidifying. He's going for a more Marine heavy comp here than mech. He hasn't made any tanks whatsoever. But it's Vultures and it's Wraiths, which reminds me of a StarCraft 2 strategy that is Banshees and Hellions, which is kind of, you know, kind of the deal here. As the Vultures jump right on top of these Hydras, while the Wraiths try to kill Overlord, try to supply block herO here, and bam, Overlord does die. Wraith gets out of there with 4 kills, man. Getting some extra DPS on that Hydra. 5 kills, cloaked Wraith. That guy's awesome. That guy's so good. In response to this, there's a Hive on the way. There are 2 sets of Scourge coming in here to try to deal with the Wraith. Again, it's going to be more Wraiths than 1 because that cloak came in. But yeah, 3 more racks, or 3 total racks exist now. So it is going to be Marines. It's going to be medics. Is there an academy? There's a science facility. Before an academy. What in the name of Fergus McDoodson? Okay, more and more barracks. So ForGG is tech switching here into Marines, into medics, into Firebats. Lurker aspect's going to be pretty good here, but I'm not sure that herO knows that's what he needs. If he's just expecting mech, then Lurkers aren't going to be particularly good there, and he just wants to make Hydras and Lings and stuff. But because it is mech... Okay, Lurker aspect is getting started. So I don't know... he has no map vision over here on this side of the map whatsoever. So I don't know what he sniffed out, but he recognized he's going to need Lurkers regardless. 4th base coming up down south here at about the 7 o'clock spot. Wraith Ball awaiting launch orders. There are 2 of them, so it's not really a Wraith Ball per se. It's just a Wraith partnership. Right now they're teaming up. So when the Hive's done, what are we going to do with the Hive? Why did you go to Hive at 9 minutes? Adrenal. Excellent. Falcon will never say no to a 9-minute Adrenal start in StarCraft. No siree, Bob. Sniping these Scourge because of the cloak. Oh, it's so good. Okay, 1 Scourge connects, the other one dies. This Overlord going to die. Overlord speed just now got started. You'd think you would have started that a while ago with the threat of Wraiths out there, but herO was prioritizing other stuff, like, you know, getting a Hive and getting a Spire and getting a, you know, Defiler Mound started here too. So one of the Wraiths goes down. The other one is very, very injured, but invisible. So that's nice, I guess. But yeah, okay. Well, you don't have detection. You can't. The other thing is, in StarCraft 2, the Scourge, the analog is a ground unit that's a Baneling that does splash damage and explodes, and you can manually detonate it. So if Scourge can manually detonate, you park it on top of your Wraith, hit the manual detonate button, and it would be dead. But Scourge do not have that option here in Brood War. Spore Colony coming up. This is a 9-kill Wraith. This guy's amazing. Still no Overlord speed. Here comes ForGG. Marines, tanks, science vessels. Adrenal's done. Lurker aspect is done. Fire Bat's being added. hero's going to try to jump on this. Try to get... Oh, the spines from the irradiated Lurkers. Those were huge. Oh, that Lurker knows that he's dead. These guys reposition back. Tanks have to unsiege, resiege to get up there. This is 2 base in it, man. It's a ton of Marines. It is Fire Bats. It is not actually any medics. Remember when I was like, medic? Oh, it is a couple medics. I lied. There's medics here. Obviously, there's medics. 93 to 76 supply in favor of ForGG. He's down in workers, but he's up in army supply. This is dangerous. This 2 base, maybe. Oh, nice snipe on that science vessel, though. That was so good. That was so good. Consumes on the way here, too. And herO can afford to lose this third because he's got the 4th. It has the gas. It's defended. Yeah, that's not going to. No. If you're trying to save that base, that's not going to work out. But, man, Adrenal Lings and Lurkers right on top of your siege tanks. Ah, that's really bad times. Fire Bats running into Sunkens. That's not the best choice ForGG's ever made in his entire life. Like, run past them, maybe try to get back here. Maybe. But, oh, that was good. That was good by herO. Fire Bats. Vultures. Bringing the Vultures along because there's a bunch of Lings running around, and Vultures are still great against Zerglings. Okay, so 3 basing Zerg versus a 2 basing Terran, although a 3rd base is under construction now by ForGG, just outside of his main. That's what we're looking at here. Bunch of Lings heading up top left. I don't know that you need that many Lings going up there. I'm serious right now. Ugh, 1 Ling dies to a Spider Mine that chased him halfway across the map. Just kidding. We've seen that happen. We've seen Spider Mine chase units halfway across the map, and it's always hilarious. Fire Bats come running to do, and then they back out. Look, I don't know what we were doing in there. Maybe we were trying to get these drones, which are just sort of hanging out, instead of, I don't know, coming down to this 3rd base, or 4th base, I guess, since the 3rd base is coming back. Whatever. Ling's checking to see if there are bases in spaces with gas, and the answer is no. Vulture checking to make sure that the expansion isn't going up the left side from the Zerg player either, so that's good. Plague's getting researched. Dark Swarm is available now that Consume is a thing. And this is the moment in every Zerg's life where he feels more powerful than he did before he had Dark Swarm available. It's just the nature of the thing. Why is there a rally up there? Are you crazy? Did that drone come from all the way down here? Yeah, the rally for this base is all the way up here. I guess you could put them on the minerals when they're here, but like, I guess this is pretty saturated, I suppose. So 99 to 85 supply right now. ForGG now has a worker lead. Spider Mines wiping out Lings, but the Lings know that is just the hazardous part of their job right now. It's better for them to die. Woo, nice slap on that science vessel again than it is for anything else to die by Spider Mines. Just the nature of being a Zergling, I'm afraid. Lings jumping in. Spider Vine again kills a single Ling. That is ideal for herO. Dark Swarm middle of the map. Plague maybe? No, Dark Swarmed it. Defiler died. Ah, he had enough energy for a second, and the spines kill a bunch of stuff as they charge forward. That was a sick play by herO. Bunch of Adrenal Lings come cruising in. What do they got here? They got the +1 armor, no attack upgrades. The mech's at 0-0. The Marines are at +1. Yeah, 1-1 here. So the Marines have the best upgrades in the game right now, although I suppose maybe Hydras do. The Hydra Lurker upgrades maybe are a little bit better, but I'm trying to find... There we go. Lurker's here. Nope, they don't have attack upgrades either. 4th base under construction by ForGG. Up at the 1 o'clock spot. 105 to 94 supply. Still a better economy, too. 60 to 47 workers in favor of the Terran player at the moment. The old classic irradiating the lurkers and then bringing the siege tanks in to finish them off maneuver here from ForGG. And charging in on this attempt at a 5th base. Lurkers trying to save it, but man, the Dark Swarm is a little bit late. Couple Lurkers died there. Beautiful Dark Swarm there, and another confusion. Science Vessels taking skirt hits like crazy. However, this 5th base is under direct attack by a ton of Marines. Their muzzles flashing in the night here. Spine's trying to save it. Nope. Definitely not. So the hatch goes down, but this entire army of ForGGs gets obliterated, including the medics, which are not cheap to replace. Not as cheap as the Marines, anyway. I don't know. This is a good game. This is weird stuff, and I'm liking it quite a bit. So 5th base getting replanted immediately. Irradiate's coming down, but this science vessel is dead. See you later, alligator. Oh, the barracks are... Wait, are the barracks floating? Ah, ForGG transitioning into mech at 15 minutes. Okay, man, he has done some really crazy decisions today. I like it, man. I saw the barracks floating, and I'm... Okay, it's like 11 p.m. My brain did not make that connection as fast as herO did, I'm sure. So ForGG bringing in Damak. We have not seen Damak on the channel in some time. Ling Lurker going to be less effective against big old siege tanks with +3 attack, although it's only +1 attack right now, so less terrifying. I'll give it that number. Lings, Dark Swarms are up here. Vultures running through Dark Swarm. Not what you want to see. Getting right on top of this 3rd base. Friendly fire splash on that siege tank, killing it as much as those Lings did. ForGG holding on. Fire bats trying to kill lurkers. They just don't do a lot of damage, but hey, it worked out in the end for sure. Zerglings middle of the map fighting against vultures. Not what they want to be doing. Spider Mines connecting on the Lings is a little bit dangerous because sometimes... Oh, that was 2 Spider Mines for the price of 1 Ling. That was really cost efficient. 7th base for herO coming up bottom right here. He says if you're going to mech, it's going to take you a minute to get up to a giant death ball. You're going to be less mobile than you are if you're playing SK Terran. So tell you what, let me expand again. Maybe expand up this left side. That doesn't seem too difficult to me. Okay, just running vultures through the lurker spines of doom there. 140 to 121 supply. ForGG is up, but that does count the about 18 worker lead that he's got right now. herO's only at 122 supply. Like, he is not maxed by any stretch. He doesn't have killer upgrades. He's only got 1, 2. Gonna be chitinous plating. Gonna be ultralisks. Is this base defended adequately? There's fire bats. There's 2 Marines and 2 fire bats and a medic. So the lurkers... Oh, there we go. There's the Dark Swarm. There's... All right. So this 4th base, ForGG's in a lot of trouble. Vultures hanging out here. Siege tanks here. Directly firing on those lurkers. This 4th base is going to die, though. Reinforcing units can't get up here through this Dark Swarm lurker trap. And ForGG taking a lot of damage to this 4th base. Not adequately defending that against a Ling lurker Dark Swarm attack. Not even close. Okay, so that was good. That knocked down the worker count to 37 from ForGG. It's 57 drones, and that was a massive win for herO. He was in a lot of trouble. He's still kind of in trouble. Although, oh man, the vultures were not supporting the tanks. They were not close enough to support them. No, the siege tanks. All right, I think that's it. That might be your GG. Your siege tank count got wiped out. Your 4th base is dead. And the mechs. Was the mech transition too late? Was it weird? I think it just comes down to not adequately defending the 4th base and just not having the vultures near the siege tanks. That's the symmetry. They work together. They're supposed to work together. But ForGG gets knocked down to 3 bases. It's technically 7 from herO. I mean, he's not really mining from his 7th, but whatever. Yeah, Ling's running into this tank fire of +1 attack siege tanks with +2 attack coming in. And it's a 15 Mutalisk tech switch from herO. That is a brilliant maneuver from herO, getting 15 mutas out. Oh, that's gorgeous. Because, yeah, unless there's a ton of Goliaths or a lot of science vessels, this is basically going carrier, right? This is basically going carrier against a meching Terran player who's traditionally got The vultures and the siege tanks. Surprise! It's surprise, Mutalisks! Against your vultures. They gotta take as many drones down with them as they possibly can. Oh, and a plague on the siege tanks to boot. Not attacking the plagued siege tank, huh? Okay. Well, all right. Oh, that lurker's fine. Ugh, the tanks are like, we know we're dead. Oh my gosh, yes, you know you're dead. I think this might just be it. ForGG might just tap, and he does. GG! herO gets the win in a interesting game there from ForGG. herO is basically responding to whatever ForGG was doing for most of the game. I mean, that Hydra push opening was definitely something that I think herO had planned on doing the whole time. That got rebuffed, and then he's like, okay, well, let's make sure we get lurkers out. Let's get up to Hive real fast, right? Get Adrenals, get Plague, get Dark Swarm available, and then we can just kind of work from there, see what we need to do. And he did. And the two mistakes, right, from ForGG. Number one, this fourth base, not well defended, and then his tanks being left effectively alone. Bunch of Adrenalings show up and wipe it out. The vultures were not able to get there in time. They were separated. It's peanut butter and jelly here, man. Right? The peanut butter and the jelly, they're better together, not separate. Boof. I guess that's more of an American thing. I don't know. If you're from another country and you have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, let me know. I feel like maybe that's an American thing that I'm doing here, but anywho. And then from there, just the hammer. Like, I think herO is probably going to win the game after those two incidents, but then he busted out 15 mutas, and there just was not an answer from ForGG. He didn't see it coming. Again, it's like surprise carriers when all you got is vultures and siege tanks, and the carriers show up, and you're like, beans. Beans. He's looking at making Goliaths back home. He's like, I can do this. No, you can't. So GG, well done. A great Patreon game there from herO. Gets the win. 144,000 points for him, 106,000 points for ForGG. Outproducing the Terran player by more than ForGG outkilled him. Structures raised 5-7. Nothing much there. And outspending the Terran player by a full, my goodness. That is 19. Nope. Do maths. 9,000 resources in 20 minutes. That's a big number for 20 minutes. So well done there, herO, getting that win against that mech. Gorgeous. Truly, truly gorgeous stuff. That was a great game. Good Patreon game, and that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.